Okay, welcome back to part 2. Last time I did this, I took way too long on the video.
And where shall we end? If dreams can't come true, then why not pretend that how the gentle wind
Welcome back to
beckons through the leaves
Over the Garden
as
Wall,
autumn colors
Chapter 1, The Old Press Mail.
Somewhere lost in the clouded panels of history lies a place that few have seen. A mysterious place called the unknown, where long-forgotten stories are revealed to those who travel through the wood.
Our story begins with our main characters, Wirt and Craig, get lost to the unknown. Bunch of creatures watching them, and have a frog pet. And they meet a talking bird named Bernice, and explains that it's not normal to have a talking animal at all. They also saw the woodsman.
Oh my gosh, stop talking to it.
What are you doing here? Explain yourselves.
Yeah, I'll see you guys later. Bye. Calm down, mister. Well, whatever you do here is your business. We just want to get home with all of our legs and arms attached.
These woods are no place for children. Don't you know the beast is afoot here?
The beast? We don't know anything about that. We're just two lost kids trying to get home.
Well, welcome to the unknown, boys. You're more lost than you realize.
Yes, that's Christopher Lloyd you're hearing, and who's voicing the woodsman. Doesn't explain about the evil beast that will take children away and never be seen or heard from again, that he lost his daughter. Craig thinks he's nuts, but he's telling them the truth, and thinking they'll try to get home in time. Anyways, Craig finds his frog and sees the woodman chopping up some sticks, turn them into oil.
Oh, there you are. Wirt?
Also, they encounter this spookiest monster. They get under attack by the monster. The woodman tries to help, but Craig knocks him out gently. They get chased by the monster and end up in the Craig's mail. They throw everything they got at it. But it turns out
He's eating your candy.
I wonder if he ate my whole candy trail that led to this mill.
Ah, Greg, you let the beast right to us with your candy.
they go on top of the mail. And Craig throws a last piece of candy to the monster, while the device crushes him and spits out a turtle.
Hey, Wirt, look.
Greg?
Wirt, he spit out that turtle and now he's my new best friend.
Oh.
Hey, where are you going? Ain't that just the way?
The mill is destroyed. The oil all gone.
But look, we got the beast problem solved.
No, that is not the beast. The beast cannot be mollified like some farmer's pet. He stalks like the night. He sings like the four winds. He is the death of hope. He steals the children. He'll ruin
You're always messing up, Greg.
Boy, you have it backwards. You are instructions.
I'm sorry. Maybe I can fix it? I can't fix it.
You must go. Take your brother north. Look for a town.
Yeah, thanks. Come on.
That ends chapter 1. Don't mind the voices back there. And they continue on their journey home into the unknown. That we just did chapter 2. Chapter 2 is Hard Times at the Huskin Bee, where Wirt and Craig, and most likely the frog, meets the bird again, aka Bernice, the one that talks when they were about to go to Pottsville.
Right? Uh-huh. How about I bring you to Adelaide of the pasture, the good woman of the woods. She can help you get home. Oh.
No. Magic talking bird leading us to fairy godmothers and the mysterious. I'm going to Pottsfield.
Yeah, we're going to Pottsfield. Come on. What about...
So they go to Pottsville, and a bunch of pumpkins everywhere lying on the ground for some reason. And that Wirt steps on, and they end up in pretty much a party where everybody's dressed up in pumpkins, dancing and listening to the beat.
On their own, Candy. No.
Good thing I didn't take this off. You guys find this place as creepy as I do, right?
So it's some kind of weird cult where they wear vegetable costumes and dance around a big thing. They seem nice enough.
Okay, you're in denial, that's fine. But I'm just saying, something feels off about this place.
Well, maybe I could...
But it turns out to be nothing more than a trick. Like the big tall pumpkin questions why they are here.
Place with normal people?
And we both stepped on pumpkins.
Yeah, and then we heard the music from the barn, and, well, how about we just leave?
Now let me get this straight. You come to our town, you trample our crops, you interrupt our private engagement. Now you want to leave.
Yes.
You'll never convict. You have no proof.
He's once trying to escape.
Let me go. Finish it, you clown.
Children, it saddens me that you don't wish to stay here with us, particularly because I simply have to punish you for your transgression.
So they have no choice but to work at the crops of picking up corn and pumpkins and digging a hole. Or they think it's gonna be their graves and they run away. And since they were chained up. But turns out they're skeletons the whole time. And so they let them go. It was just part of their party group. So our heroes continue on, and they have no choice but to find Adelaide to send them home. That ends chapter 2 of the story. And most likely this video, which will make this one a little short as well. So far, this is actually interesting, in that we're getting a bit further in the story of our main characters, creating our niece, the talking bird. And that leads us to chapter 3, Schooltown Bullies. This is quite interesting, but we'll do this in part 3. You have Over the Garden Wall review. because I want to make sure this videos stay as a little short as possible. See you guys in part 3. Like, even subscribe, people.